Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. We're back here in the long dark today. Back here in our Pilgrim for Noobs difficulty series. Pilgrim difficulty for Noobs series. There you go. We are currently in Timberwolf Mountain at Crystal Lake at the cabin here. One of my favorite bases. My favorite base in the long dark anyway. Pizza made a video about it a long time ago. It's called The Best Base Ever. So if you'd like to check that out and see how I decorated it back then, before we had all the DLC stuff to play with, go check it out. Okay. Yep. Right now, though, currently, I can either look for rabbits over there or over here. I'm gonna peek back in this little area. Sometimes there's a dead deer carcass. Anyway, how you guys doing? I hope you're out there having a good day. Hope you're doing what you want to do. I hope it's going well. Pizza's having a good day. Got a little time this afternoon and thought I would get a video out. Because I'm not sure how the weekend's working yet. So I guess we'll wait and see. Maybe be able to get something out on Sunday or Saturday. I just don't know. So I thought I'd take this opportunity. Like I said, I got a little bit of time today. I'd go ahead and get a video out. Alright, let's see. Did I miss? Yeah, here we go. Alright. We got deer in here. We do have a dead carcass, but no bunnies. Sometimes there's bunnies on the edge of the water, but I already checked, so push forward. Yeah, let's push forward. I kind of want to see. I'm curious if there's a moose around. I don't remember checking on the way in. Got plenty of water on me. Oh, we got a bear in here. Looking at those tracks sometimes doesn't hurt, folks. I don't know where he is right now. Mr. Barr. Oh, let me get this guy up here. Hey, what's up, Mrs. Wright? How you doing? I'm doing well today. Doing good. How you guys doing? I'm out here looking for buns. Forgetting to turn my volume on my phone down. There we go. Lord knows I don't want to listen to me. Alright. Anyway, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I hope you guys are doing good. Bork, bork. Might get a free meal. Really, I mean, I do have a little bit of time. Because I probably won't leave until tomorrow. Did I scare him? Oh, man, that was like... instant. Yeah, he took it down and then he immediately got... oh, well. Can't be too sad about that. Let's say I think I put the hacksaw down, which was smart. Let's peek down. Let's see. So we're on Pilgrim mode. Let's talk about a few things. Okay, if you're new to the area, we talked about in the last episode this big plane crash up there on the mountain. So as the plane was going down, it was breaking apart, and there's pieces of it all over the place. And it was like a cargo kind of plane, I guess. And there's tons of these. Well, not tons. I guess it depends on the difficulty. But there's these cargo containers you can break into, and I want to get into as many as possible. So I'll look down here real quick. But what I had started to say was moose. You know, so they moved the moose. Guess it wouldn't hurt to start grabbing a few of these. They moved the moose. There used to be able to find one up in here. I found fairly regularly. But this is my third time here. Hasn't been in this region. Now again, it could just be, you know, luck of the numbers, y'all. Could just be no moose. Might have to play 3 or 4 times, 4 or 5 times before you see it. So the moving of the animals is going to take a little while to fix. In my mind. All right, no, we got moose sign right there. So maybe he's further back. Interesting. Because he used to live like kind of back in this area. Anyway, you got 2 containers. Occasionally there is a hacksaw, like laying right here. It is not looking like it's going to be that lucky today. But I brought one. So I can break into all these. Yep, now it's over here. I see another bit. Looks like they scooted him over a little bit. I wonder if he's more like in this area or if he's... I mean, I would assume he wanders out here sometimes. That's why the tree's marked there. Mrs. Wright's doing okay. Oh no, Mr. Wright has COVID. Yeah. I'm rooting for him. Tell him to take care and be still. Eat whatever you can. Yeah, I had the COVID. It was awful. Couldn't breathe, couldn't smell, couldn't, you know, do much of anything, really. And food was just, ugh, I didn't want to eat. That was the worst part. When I was a kid, I had pneumonia. And the only thing I would eat was Campbell's. It was a particular kind of chicken. I think it was chicken and stars. Campbell's chicken and stars soup. That's all I ate for like a month. Mo, to make room for the cougar, yeah. 5th time. Ah, Lord. I had it once officially, and then I think I had it again. When I was on a fishing trip. But I didn't go, like, I was nowhere, so I just, I was just stayed in, I stayed away from people. I was pretty sure I had COVID. It was really bad. It's the only thing that I ever, you know, have had where I can't, where you lose the sense of smell, and I lost it then too again. Luckily it comes back. For me. Luckily for me it comes back. Say it right, pizza. Because unluckily for some other folks they don't get it back. Or it takes a long time. So yeah, they can be all the way back in here. Oh, way back here. It'll be funny if he was here. Mr. Motion. I'd probably shoot him and take the skin anyway. It could dry while I was adventuring. Cool. Got another carcass. Remember, Pilgrim players, we don't touch carcasses unless we want to harvest them. Otherwise, they are forever feather farms. But that, yeah, I don't really need to do anything else back here. I mean, I could keep going and do a little bit of looking around, but there's not much loot in this bit right here. Maybe I'll grab a few rose hips. I was trying to get a rabbit, so I want to get back. I want to make a few more of the meat pies. I have one meat pie. Uh, and they increase the carry weight. I've got like, I think 5 of the energy ones. And I might make a batch, another batch of each. This is going to take a lot. I would say the route that I'm taking is it's the hardest route, but it's also probably one of the easiest and most direct for people to remember on how to get there from Timberwolf. And then also, if you're playing on Pilgrim mode, it is certainly 100% possible to do. But I would say when you're getting towards like, I brought stuff. I brought stuff. I brought stuff for a snow shelter. Uh, and we'll make one on the way. Sometimes there's one up there if you get lucky, but oh, you can't smell or taste anything. I'm so sorry. Since the first time, yeah. The venison meat pie. I know. I got that deer back there. I was just thinking that a minute ago. I could probably just forget the rabbit, but I guess just grab a couple steaks. Yeah, and not sit there and tear the whole thing apart. Good call. But yeah, I wish him the best. I hope he feels better. You never know. I got a friend who had it, and it's like, it's weird, like randomly they're like they could smell popcorn not too long ago. Like popcorn came back. They can smell certain things, which is wild. It's like, how does your brain turn off, like, I don't know, coffee and not popcorn? A lot of birch bark laying around. But I don't really need to, I don't want to gather a lot of things right now. At least from the local area. We got a lot of stuff to do. And a lot of loot to grab. But a couple of these steaks will get me the pies, and I swear, it looked for a second like it was just getting ready to clear up, and then it like it got foggier. It looks really weird right now, right? It's clearing up. Yeah. But for whatever reason, maybe it's the angle of the sun. I bet that's it. Because right in here, it just got really weirdly foggy. Okay. Freaking out, pizza. Get some meat before this thing freezes. Let's see. Maybe like 4 steaks.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Nope. But I figure we'll have a ton of junk food coming back from the plane crash. I can't wait to show you guys the... We're definitely getting the backpack today. We'll probably get to the plane crash today. But we are going to overload ourselves ridiculously. And then instead of taking the long way, I got a special shortcut for you guys. So we left the deer, and we didn't tap the deer for the feather farms, right? But that deer that the wolf killed was gonna, you know, despawn over time anyway. So might as well get the goodies from that. I mean, honestly, I'm just a little surprised where the bunnies are. Where my bunnies at? Yeah, the sun was looking weird. Because I could tell it was just starting to look like, you know, get that little bit of light blue in the sky. And, but yeah, then it just got really foggy. Got my eyes set on the sun. Beautiful day. It was a beautiful day when I got here, too. I mean, I think it was. It's been like, been a week or so. But do be beautiful weather tomorrow. Excuse me. I could head out, I guess. I could. There's a cave I want to get to. But I think I'm going to try to leave in the morning. Use most of the day. I'm pretty fatigued. But yeah. We're going way up there. You can see part of the fuselage. Tried to put my gun away wrong. I've been playing some other games. Played a little Fallout the other day. Well, I've been playing some Fallout just regularly, but I made a video. So good.
I could use this.
Spare hacks. That. You know, I don't know. I'm just realizing one of the most important parts of this. I'll probably find some in the plane. But did I bring my tools for repairs? Huh. I did not. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'll find some up there. It'll be fine. I'll just we'll do the plane and then we'll come back down and we'll start looking at the other containers. I got a little bit of time. I guess I could read. Yeah. We'll do some reading. We'll kick it here for a little bit. Let's see. Let's have a snack. Bear meat. I guess we could lose those for now. Yeah. Alright. First, let's start getting stuff ready for the trip. Just get that in my head. I don't need those. 3 sticks. Only like 21 sticks when I leave. Alright. Drop that. A little more organized for my brain. Probably use the cup of tea, and then we'll keep the dried. We'll figure out food in a bit. Alright, we won't need that. Look, I even brought snares, because I thought there'd be some bunnies nearby. But I'll probably leave them here. This will be more useful when I come back later. As I will be back to Timberwolf. Or I normally would. Okay. Yeah, let's do some reading. Oh. Yeah, we got plenty in this book. I was like, well, at least I got that small arms book beside me, too. I can read that. This is a 10-hour book. I think I'll just read until I can't. And we'll have a fire. Probably get pretty exhausted tonight. That's okay. There we go. Not too bad. I don't think I can read anymore.
I think I need to lay down.
I think you're okay. Miss Astrid? And you for sure. Probably one of you too. Okay. Yep. Nope. She's smacking her lips. She's letting me know that we need water. Think I could have snuck another hour in? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would have been close for sure. Let's. No. That's fine though. I think that's where we're. No, not the chasm cave. Okay. Let's get the water cooking. There we go. Alright. I think we'll make up some of those mushroom teas. Yeah, and then I could possibly tear up some of that leather, which I might do. $11 more minutes. Yeah, we can get one more in. Alright. That's pretty much just for me. Let's do another one. I'll get a smaller one going too. I was going to say, I think it's an Aurora. Ah, ha, ha. Nice. One of my favorite places to get an Aurora. Yeah. If I had smacked the coffee. I'm trying to get some pies going. I don't really have that much coffee with me. Just the two, or the, well, 2 cups made, 3 here. I'm trying to go as lightly as possible. So when I get the extra 11 pounds of carry weight from the backpack, oh, hey. I can carry back as much as, I can. Pot pies all the way down the mountain. Should be good. Yeah, I might tear up a couple of these gloves. And then I think I'm gonna... I think I can read an hour and still get the big skillet of water. Hopefully. And yeah, Birch Bark's pretty quick too. Can make those up. Just whatever you can do to kill some time. Always try to multitask that fire as best you can. Alright, a couple pieces of leather. No more water. About 14 pounds. Yeah, that's probably, I mean, I think I'll do another. But I also wanted to see if I can sneak in a little reading. Be glad if they ever fix that, this weird glitch in here. With the weights. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh wait, let me finish that.
So tired.
I know. Oh, we won't be able to read. I'm too tired to read. Yeah, OPEC's on water. It's 22 and 22. I bet I could sleep for an hour though. That'd be kind of cool. You know, yeah. I think this will burn up though. Why not? Nice, got them both. Alright, that worked out. Sure. I can get a little rest. Do a little water. Get down tonight. That should do it. Quickly on this one. Let's grab a few torches. Don't need a lot. I'll just take the last one there. Perfect. Okay, don't forget my skillet. Alright, should probably eat something. Brought this junk food for a reason, so. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't make the dang pies. Idiot. Because I was like, well, just eat a steak.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
I know. I screwed up. We'll figure it out in the morning. Hopefully, let's just see what the weather does. Foggy-ish. Not too bad. Not quite noon. Tell you what, we'll take the time. Because I got the water, I got the flour, I got all the stuff. So I might as well just go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and make them.
Come on, little fella. Come
But I
on.
think I'll do just the venison pie. Of course, I grabbed the fat. All right, come here. We'll make these and we'll see what the weather's like, and then probably just go. little bit of food for the trip back and the trip there. For the main part of our leg, we're not going to come across too... Well, there'll be a few places where you can find some, like, junk food, I'm assuming. That is the hope, anyway. Alright. Remember, I always want to leave a little room in the drink and the calories, just in case we need to start slamming coffees for some reason. Alright, y'all come with me, and I'll use some of you. Alright, Hacksaw, you're at 47%. That's not helpful. I think I got mine up, right? I want to say 90. Yeah, that'll work for the plane. Yeah, I'm not sure what I did with it. I thought I know I brought... In theory, I was bringing tools with me. Normally, I bring tools with me. Oh, the cloth. That's what I need. Alright. We need you. And that. Let's see. We're just under 80. Not too bad. I got these extra torches, so... Good. Alright. What are we going to lose that's really going to help? We're going to drop the rifle off. Because we just don't need that on this trip. Okay. Ready to go. So I think I'll use this last piece of cedar because we'll grab sticks. It'll give me the ability to just, you know, grab sticks along the way. Quadruple, triple check. Check, 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 check the checks. All checks are checked. Let's go. I'll sit there and stare at that stupid menu for 5 more minutes and not get anything done. Stays better longer outside? Yes, it does. Yep. This is an indoor-outdoor space, though. So meat and stuff acts a little bit different in here. It's like being in a cave. So I'll leave it a little bit more open in these kind of spaces. Alright. Come here, guys. Wait, did they all end up being the same amount? They did. These are at 2 different amounts and weren't stacking, and now they're together. They're buddies. They are friends. We will be back. Going to Ash Canyon. Let's get. But yeah, Mrs. Ray brought up the fact that you can stuff these spawns in the cabinet when it hits 0. I've told you guys, you know, that's one way if you want to get, if you've got some stuff in your inventory that you do want to get rid of, you can always toss it in a cabinet. But I also like to give that warning, you know, if you're a decorator especially, and you want to, you know, use those old mending kits and line and whatever you got, don't put it in a cabinet. Or you'll never see it again. yeah, if you feel like, again, some people really like to decorate and have a lot of junk. Some people really like to keep it clean and simple and just hardly anything. So if you want to get rid of stuff, that's a place to put it too. About noon. I mean, a little later than I wanted to leave. Is it because of the hole in the roof? Yes. Yep. That's why Crystal Lake is an indoor-outdoor. Well, it's two reasons. It's the hole in the roof, and there's not a load screen. So true interior, you get a load screen. So like, even though you can walk in and be warm, uh, like even in the cabins in Sundered Pass, uh, there's still indoor-outdoor. It's always been weird too, because certain caves act differently than others. Just like certain indoor-outdoor spaces act differently than others. Like I think you're better off in the cabin, right, than you would be in a barn. Just like you're better off. Oh Jesus! Just like, just like you're better off in a cave than you're in a barn. But in theory, it's supposed to be like the same thing. I've never really totally understand it. I probably can't give you the best explanation. Let's grab a couple of these. In case we do end up in a chilly situation. Sapling. I tell you what's funny, to me anyway, is Ash Canyon. I like to start in Ash Canyon, and what I used to do is start in Ash Canyon and go straight for the tech backpack. That's just 11 more pounds carry weight from the get. In the first couple of days, you're set. Plus, there's usually a lot of good loot at the gold mine. I just want to peek in this cave. This used to be a place where you could find a rifle. I just thought I'd take a quick look. Some firewood. That's about all she wrote. Boo. I'm gonna skip the mushrooms. But oh yeah, I was saying that. So I like to start in Ash Canyon, right? To get the backpack. Ash Canyon has like a ridiculous amount of saplings, like so many. But I never have a cutting tool. I usually don't have a cutting tool until I get to Timberwolf. I'm racking my brain. I'm sorry. I'm thinking. I think there might be. I think you can get an improvised hatchet though. Maybe at the gold mine. My sound keeps changing. Hmm. I think. I think I need a new cord for my headphones. I was noticing that the other day. I need two. I need two new cords. Honestly, I need a new charging cord for the controller, and I need a new cord for the my headphones. I love these headphones though. Nothing fancy for pizza. I use Turtle Beach. Headphones because they fit good on my ears. Anyway, I just wanted to take a little peek up there. We've got a crazy... the weather in Timberwolf has been nuts. But yeah, Mrs. Wright brought up the fact that you can fix the roof now. If you have the DLC, you can fix the roof in the cabin there at Crystal Lake. Why do I feel like I'm doing this wrong for some reason? I don't think I am. I always do this. I always get turn around here. This place reminds me, well, of a couple different locations, honestly. But yeah, I always go nuts in that when I'm doing the Ash Canyon Timberwolf run. When I start out at Ash Canyon, because yeah, you just pass like and it's not it's maples, it's birch, it's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I do think there is somewhere to get an improvised hatchet. I think you can find a hacksaw there. There's this one spot, if you go a different way that I'm going, where you can sometimes find a bearskin coat, on Pilgrim mode anyway. You can find a bearskin coat and leggings and all kinds of goodies. A rope. A little more firewood. I don't know if this is just the briefcase with the Polaroid. Neat, neat. Got them both. Pretty cool. That's interesting. Right? I don't... I played a lot of Long Dark. Hours and hours and hours. So I can't really say 100% if that's ever happened before. Oh, I hear ptarmigan. Yeah, there's a lot of ptarmigan in here too, as I recall. Yep, there they are. Look at them. They're so freaking adorable. Look at they're hanging out with the bun buns. Am I only streaming on YouTube? Yes. Oh, they took off. Yeah, I've thought about doing Twitch before. Uh, it just still remains something that's in the back of my head, I guess. I know, I scared the snow chickens. Bok, bok! They went off. Alright, here's our first rope climb. Yeah. Yep. I don't know why, but something about this always... it reminds me of, like, the transition from Pleasant Valley, and... some of the cave areas remind me a little bit of Coastal Highway. This map in Forlorn Muskeg, I just will forever be mildly confused when I'm on those maps. They're just not as confident. I didn't use the crampons. They do give us some more climbing time, which could come in handy on this particular journey, but I think what we'll do is we'll just take the little breaks we get. Because there are going to be multiple double rope climbs. As in, we got to climb a rope and then climb a rope, but also as in the longer ropes. Yeah, this is like, I really want to show you guys this, my Pilgrim players, because it is quite an undertaking. It's something you really need to plan on. Put the time and the effort in a little bit to be ready to deal with all this. Because you're going to need a lot of energy. You're going to need a lot. You probably need to bring a snow shelter with you. I would highly recommend. Look at all those saplings. See, this is where you come out from Timberwolf, right? So you pop out and you're like, what? There's even more saplings. Let's get in the cave, folks. Ugh. Oh, it's a little further down. It's the next cave over. My bad. What do we got here, though? Well, we got some good stuff.
Okay.
Peanut butter. I might even take that with me. Yeah, we'll grab that. We got the best shoes that you can get. Oh, they're 97%. I mean, these are the ones I'm wearing. Wonder if they're slightly better. They are. Holy smokes. Alright, let's grab those. Just scored a new pair of shoes. I don't think they'll help too much. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's alright. What I really need is the thermal underwears. That'd put me over 50. Oh, spare hatchet. This is a cave and a half, y'all. Bedroll. What kind of shape is it in?
This stuff will come in handy.
Decent, too. Alright, I'm gonna grab a couple more pieces of cedar. I don't want to get a, like carry way up too high. And I think let's do a coffee. Alright. That way my thirst can start to go back down. And we get a little more, a bonus from the fatigue. So we're not losing as much. So basically right now, we are losing the amount of fatigue you would lose in Interloper, which is actually a harder difficulty to play. Where's this stupid cave at? I know it's not too far from here. Yeah, this looks familiar. Yeah, I think you pop out over on the other side of this hill, and then basically that's the way to the plane crash. Come on, cave, come on, cave. Be the cave, be the cave. You know you're up here. But you can see we burned all the way. We're already starting to lose some of our carry weight ability because we're getting below half. Where's this darn thing? Must be a little further. But yeah, you definitely want to plan on sleeping at some point. You definitely want to, on Pilgrim mode in particular. Now, the thing about like I said, in Interloper, you're going to actually have more fatigue. You actually have more fatigue because you'll have less fatigue drain. And that will definitely increase your ability to move a bit more and get a little bit more done. But at the same time, everything's worse. It's colder, you're hungrier, you're thirstier, everything's just worse. I feel like I missed it, you guys. I feel like I missed the cave entrance here. As I'm pretty sure, I always feel like I just kind of come out right there at the deer clearing. I don't feel like I need to walk this far. So add in the fact of screwing this up, you know. Hey, bear. I'm pretty sure I passed it. I'm going to just push up here and take a quick look around this little snow berm just in case I'm incorrect. I don't think I am. I really don't remember coming out of the cave and then walking through all this. I don't see anything. Okay. I missed it. And we're walking into the wind. Yeah, I have all the DLC. All the DLC. A couple of episodes back, we went to Forsaken Airfield to get the walkie-talkie. And while we were there, we went to the zone of contamination to get the woodworking tools. When I first started this playthrough, though, the DLC. I mean, I had the DLC, but the base construction and the cougar and all that stuff wasn't a part of it. It wasn't out when I started this playthrough. But so I contemplated. I thought about it. I was like, well, I could just ignore it. You know, the tools and the base customization. But again, I figure it depends on how you look at it. All right, do you play without the DLC? Well, this is going to show a bunch of content that probably isn't going to be too exciting for you or any kind of relevant. Do you own the DLC? Don't you want to see what it does and how it works and how it can affect Pilgrim mode? So overall, I just decided as like, you know, it being a part of Pilgrim or being able to be helpful in Pilgrim mode, I just go ahead and include it all. Because the salt box and all that stuff is still going to be helpful. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe it's back in this back area. I bet it is. Not here, but where the deer are. Because I just remember... Oh, is that it? Yeah. I just remember they're really close by. There's a regular cave, and then there's the actual... the transfer. Here we go. And so it must be up here. Oh, wait, I see it. Okay. Alright. I will try to affix that in my brain. I doubt I will. But I think I do this pretty much every time when I leave Timberwolf. I pass it. I always think that the cave to Ash Canyon is past the cave you can sleep in. Wasted a lot of time. Might sleep in the cave tonight and start over in the morning at full fatigue. Probably do that. Let's get looking here, though. I think we'll go with the torch. Try to string them along, and then when I get to the end, I can make a campfire. We can have make a little water, get a few little supply things set up for the evening. crash and hope it's not a blizzard in the morning. But yeah, I'll look into the headphones over the next couple days. Like I said, I need a new cord for the controller anyway. We're going to go out and get that. I might as well do the headphones while I'm at it. I'll skip all that. Although, I guess, well, alright, we'll go down this way. If I'm not going out today, we might as well do a little bit of cave exploring. This is going to lead to the room that we kind of just saw. Right in here, where we could see through the stalactites and what have you. I might actually grab that for a minute. Shell casings. Looks like they took out a wolf and ate it. How we doing? Alright, not too bad. Oh, but you could hang out back here. I want to get closer to the exit. You know, if the weather was a little bit better, if I was playing in a difficulty like interloper with the fatigue. Oh, we got a pistol.
Oh, lucky day.
More firewood. Doing well on all that. Yeah. But that's all this little path does. It takes you down to that little spot there and then back to where those, so you can see through the... I can't remember which ones are on the ground. Stalagmites, stalactites, something like that. Stalag of somethings. But you can see it's a good spot to find some loot. I'm not big on... Again, what I would be thinking, and I'm doing exactly what I would be doing, if you really needed that pistol, well then, okay, go ahead and grab it. But I would be thinking, alright, I've got a pistol, I've got like 2 pistols. I think we'll set up right here. Didn't mean to do that. But I would think to myself, alright, well, I'm going to be back here at some point. I got stuff to do here, you know.
Come on, little fire.
I like Timberwolf, I like living here, I like staying here, I like hunting here. You know, I'm going to be back. Probably try to keep the carry weight down, you know.
That's a good one.
There we go. Get a nice fire going. Doesn't really matter too much. Let's just get... I got this big cooking pot, so let's make a big thing of water. Nice. I'll read the book. Grab a drink. Go ahead and just fill up because, I mean, we really don't need to manage our water right now. We'll do another pot for kicks and giggles. And we'll just grab an hour of sleep. Good to go. We'll make up the 1 thing of tea, and then let's replace our coffee. In fact, we'll go ahead and make up the last cup as well. I think I have, yeah. One more of the lightweights, that's fine. We'll do that, and probably some peanut butter. There we go. Yeah, we'll do one more big pot of water. Why not? That way, if it's the weather's if it's a blizzard in the morning and I can't go anywhere for a while, or any other kind of issues, and again, this will be nice for planning for the future. This will be here when you come back. Yeah, plenty of things you can use and need. We'll grab a couple of torches, right? Now we got a couple of torches here for a fire. We don't need all that. And we got a little bit of firewood, water, torches, campfire, cooking pot. Everything's ready to go. Looking pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can sleep through the night yet, but we'll give it a shot. Even if we get up early, I keep forgetting, in this playthrough, we're pretty warm. Time of day. It's pretty early. But there you go. We got a nice little campsite set up for future pizza and our future adventures. But I'm going to hope I'm warm enough. And I hope I'm warm enough to get moving. Because we're going to need most of the day. And since we're probably, like I said, we're going to have to build this snow shelter and sleep to get the fatigue back up for us to do our climbing.
Looks like I made it through another night.
All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, people of all types and ages, we've made it to Ash Canyon. And, yep, it's snowing. We're going to walk out of this little pond. Now, if you're having some issues with food, there are like 1 or 2 cattails on this little pond. But basically, we're going to come out of the cave, right? We came out right here. We're going to get up here to this little pond. We're going to take a left. Right? And we're going to stay to the left. Until we get to where we're going, basically. But that's kind of like why I wanted to go this way. That's why I wanted to do it in this Pilgrim series. For you guys, if you're new to the game, if you're new to the area, if it's your first time in Ash Canyon, it can be incredibly intimidating. This is definitely a very hard region to survive in. It is got plenty of wolves, bears, and moose to bother you. But really, a lot of the issues is just going to be weather, and map navigation. And navigating this map in particular, I find a little bit difficult. It's got feature-wise, I think it's a little easier to remember some of the features than some of the other places that I go. See you, bud. But the basic gist is, like I said, we're going to stick to the left. You'll see this whole path, what I'm talking about. And it's a great linear kind of way to get to the gold mine if you're coming from Timberwell. There are other ways, I promise you. There are other ways to do this. There are ways to get to the gold mine that are easier. Okay. But overall, I think for pathing, you want to go this way. My Pilgrim players. We want to be careful though. We could snap some cankles on the way. Glankles. You don't have to stay up this high. I just like to. Trying to keep that, you know, these rocks on the left here, on the left for you guys to see, so it doesn't look like I'm wandering off or something. You keep these rocks right here, this whole rock face to your left, the whole time you're going to be in decent shape. We are getting the weather picking up, though. Yeah, we might be able to tuck in and hide from a blizzard. We'll see. But I want to show you these birch patches. These birch patches run all the way through here. And I forgot, I will be coming back this way. So yeah, there's tons of birch that can be picked up along this route that I'm taking. And it used to have a glitch that was pretty fun. It might be happening now. It's hard to tell. But for whatever reason, as the birch continues to like spawn in this area as you move along, it can get bigger and bigger until you like have like 3 foot, 4 foot long pieces of birch. It's hilarious. But that might be something they fixed along the way. We are almost at a blizzard. But not quite. You know, I mentioned this a lot in my videos. There's a lot of times where you could just have a day where it is just like this. I mean, we're still getting wet. I'm going to branch out to go around this log. As we interrupt this into the burnt forest here, but you can see we're taking a left. We came down through there. Here's our rock face. We're sticking to the left as we go through here. To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. On your left, Captain. So, on a day like today, Pilgrims, depending on your clothing, your warmth and wind bonuses, where and how you're doing things, you may want to stay inside, you might want to go out. It's definitely a dice roll. I mean, if any weather looked like it was about to turn into a blizzard, right? You go, okay. Looking pretty blizzardy. I think there could be a bear back here. We got a wolf. Maybe it's wolves. And you should see a rope climb right here. There you go. Not too bad. Quick rope climb. Again, I like to point out the crampons don't make you climb any faster. That little bar on the right where my hand is, you see that going down? It slows that down. And it also gives you a little more time on the ice. Like an extra second before the ice breaks. I'm just thinking, I've sheltered multiple blizzards in this area. Alright, let's see if we got anything here. It looks like a snow shelter's here, so I might take advantage of it and just take a quick nap before I do this climb. We've got another big rope climb, so keeping the snow shelter stuff on me and maybe using it up there could also come in handy. Let's see if we're warming up inside. We're plenty fine. So let's take like, what time is it? Let's take like a 2-hour nap. Sounds like the wind died down. I got a little more fatigue. Cool. Alright, so I think choices now. I'm torn between a coffee and a pie. I feel like a pie was kind of going to overdo it, but we'll do a pie. And that should top off my energy pretty much. So what we're going to do, and here's where the crampons come in clutch, right? We could probably make it to the top, but we'll do the smart thing and just show you. We'll get over here to the ledge, carefully back up. Yeah, we got a few snacks and some junk.
Never know. End
Right.
up being useful.
Grab a few of those, whatever. You just want that climbing bar to be able to go back up. Be very careful. Now you can fall and grab the rope on the way down. I've seen people do it. But that takes up a little more time, a little more fatigue, I think. It does guarantee I have the max climbing ability on the handbar right there. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And so this is where it starts to get tricky. So, again, you can see that rope climb, we're back down to half, basically. Which means we really don't have enough to get up to the top and then do anything else. This is the last rope climb right here, though. Now, you do have a couple options. Now, sometimes on a nice sunny day, I'm not kidding, I just put my bedroll down, like, right here. In this little spot. Sometimes you can find a little... There you go, right? And just sleep right there. But I think we'll do the smart thing. And we'll build our snow shelter for tonight. At least for now, anyway. There we go. And we got ourselves a nice little snow shelter we can hide in. And we'll go inside here. And we'll do basically the same thing we did earlier. We'll just go to sleep for a couple hours. How are we doing on food? Food's okay. Whoops, I meant to change that to 2 hours, but whatever. We'll do it piecemeal. I'm going to go for, yeah, let's do 2 more hours. There we go. Ooh. Now, at this point, you could dismantle the snow shelter so you have that to continue with you while you're climbing and adventuring out here. It'd be a great way to have an emergency shelter if you need it. I'm going to leave it behind. Oh, this climb is a good long climb. And again, I think technically I can get to the top without having to stop. But let's do the safety thing. I need to go up a little higher. Remember, hanging on the rope is wearing you out too. Alright, so we'll hang out here for a minute. Let that catch back up. A fire log. 4 pounds of weight right there. So if we grab the one down below, we'd have like 9 pounds of fire log. Alright, that should probably do it. Oh, no, it hadn't really caught back up all the way. That's alright though. It caught up enough. You see what I'm saying? And if you're doing this in terrible weather, you're freezing cold, if you don't have the warmth or, you know, the weather capabilities to deal with this, it could be very problematic for you. But we're up. I think we'll drink a coffee. There we go. And get a little fatigue boost from that. But mainly I just want the fatigue reduction at this point. Now, I will point out that if you are not confident in your billy goating, there is a way to get down. You might need to bring a rope, or you might need to look for a rope, or you might need to detach the rope from that spot and bring it over here. If that's the case, you can't get back up this way. Unless you climb back up this way. Detach the rope and then put it back over that way. The rope we just climbed. But sometimes there's a rope laying around here. I'm going to walk over to this cave back here. There's some good loot in it sometimes. It's also a good place to show you another place to shelter. There's some burdock. But also there can be a rope in there. We might finally get that blizzard. But nice little cave right down here. You can shelter if you need it, you know, a break. If you are going to take the rope down and you don't think you have enough fatigue to climb the rope down. Looks like there's a piece of coal in here. There can be loot. Nothing today, but a piece of coal and some rose hips. But if you're coming from the other way, you might come up here and want to also shelter in this cave. So here's a good cave right by the gold mine. Climb down, or billy goat down. Walking into the wind, y'all. I'm telling you, you get out there in those blizzards and you wander around. you get in them snow shelters and you hang out in caves and snow shelters, wherever you can. Try to get those blizzard hours up. I do not like playing without the wind achievement at all. Nope. But anyway, you tie your rope there and climb down. We don't have a rope, Pizza. How are we going to get down? Well, you know, you've heard me mention it. We're going to billy goat now. I think this is my spot right here. Yep. And this is going to take a minute. We are going to very slowly and methodically work our way down here. Now, there's a good chance we'll get a sprain, but I always carry a few bandages on me. And pain meds. Now you can see how this would be possibly even deadly in a blizzard. Depending on where your health is at when you start, but we're, you know, we're fine. Even if if it had started blizzarding when I was at that cave, I was still coming down here. I gotta spend a whole blizzard, you know, however many hours hiding in a cave when I could go ahead and just do it in the gold mine. Headache's healed, yay! We're almost down to the bottom here. Speed it up just a little bit. You can still snap your ankles here. I don't know, I think we're good. Okay. Once again, tons of saplings in here, right? Like I said, Ash Canyon has a bunch. I think we're going full blizzard. So let's hop over here. I just want to show you this one little spot before it gets a little hard to see. You see this little stream here with the waterfall? So you kind of want to go to the back of it if you're loot hunting. Right? And occasionally there's a dead guy back here. A backpack. Well, again, there used to be. Backpack, and it could be some loose loot on the ground. But you got to go all the way back here, and a lot of times I used to find a pistol. Doesn't look like he's got anything today.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
A couple rifle cartridges. Some matches and feathers. All right. But anyway, if you're in need of a pistol or you're just looking for loot, don't forget to go back there. I do believe there's a few harvestables in this little area. I don't think there's much. And then, but there's always a bunch of saplings down here. Well, we're just going to follow the little stream back up by the waterfall. Look for some loot.
I'll take it.
I will show you something. Let's grab this. Extra hatchet, whatever. There's a hatch you can check right here. A little bit of goodies. Got a flare, that'll come in handy. I think sometimes you can find some reclaimed wood. Alright, we made it. To the mine. Haha. Mission accomplished. Ugh, big stretch, y'all. Hold on one second. Got up to get some water and I forgot to pause it. Keep coughing. Alright, let's see. Alright, so in front of us is a bunch of ice water. Okay, you don't want to walk into that without a little preparation. So we're going to grab this wood and this coal. We'll be grabbing everything fire related that we can get our hands on. While we're in here, we should be fine.
Best be prepared for anything.
We'll grab the food, our books. Yeah, we'll take the carcass harvesting book. Alright. So before you walk in water, this is going to sound crazy, but we're going to take everything off from our bottoms here. We'll put this on. It's dry at least. And we don't want any pants, shoes, socks, nothing, right? Because that's what's going to go in the water. We don't want it to get not only soaking wet, but frozen. So we're just going to, you know, tiptoe through the tulips here. Now you can see, even though it says we're warming up 2 bars, look at the temperature bar going down. We are in freezing water. We are going to lose our temperature. It does start to go right back up, though, as soon as we get out of the water. And yes, we are half naked, but it only affects us when we're actually in the water. Pizza, do you like running around naked? No, not particularly. But we're not done with the water just yet, as you can see. I like to look around in here. There's always a little bit of firewood, something. Good to go. A little reclaimed wood. Oh,
I think I can use this.
nice. 100% torch. Perfect. Anyway. Alright, so yeah, back into the frozen water. Remember, you're going to need torches, you're going to need flares, you're going to need something to navigate, but you're also going to want to get them clears off. Bow, 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 bow. Alright, and then once we get over here, though, and again, we're still warming up. It's a warm cave. But there you go. Get your clothes back on you. We'll look around in a minute. Let's just go ahead and go get what we came for, because that's going to help me carry even more stuff. And by the way, for the trip back, oh, we got some long johns too. Nice. So I was going to say, a lot of times you can find a good item here, whether it's a and pretty much any playthrough, even interloper, you might get a decent, you know, jacket or something there. I usually find something decent. It's one of the places, if I really am having a hard time, let's say we're doing like a stalker playthrough, and I'm having a hard time finding the expedition coat or snow pants, this is one of those places I'll go to look for.
Perfect.
For sure. For sure. Alright, let's grab the tech backpack. Go ahead and put that on. Comes with a little note. Here you go. Glad I'm a good pack home. I'm just going to hunker down here until the storm passes tomorrow. And then, yeah. Homie didn't make it. But you just pick it up. A sturdier backpack with the bells and whistles. You can carry more gear before becoming encumbered. That's it. But you don't have to do anything. You don't have to equip it in a particular slot or anything. It just does it itself. I was just talking about these. I have been waiting for a pair of these. These are in terrible shape, though, so we'll just keep them on us. Keep an eye out for a sewing kit.
This will come in handy.
There's a sewing kit. Guess we'll do a little sewing here in a minute. We did find some quality tools, though. That I'm very excited about. That'll help me for fixing the... Now I know I can fix my hacksaw. A lot of rifle cartridges. Although I don't seem to have scrap metal, now that I'm thinking about it. I wonder if I should try to see if I can get a hold of some scrap metal down here. If there's anything I can... I don't think there was anything in the back of that back section, was there? Oops. I like the... Yeah! We just threw a flare on the ground, lady. That's the way we came. Anyway, there is a pair of crampons here.
Come in handy.
We'll use these on the way back, but mostly we're going to be climbing down. The official crampons weigh less than the crampons that you can make in the game. Sure. But yeah, the crampons in the tech backpack are here no matter what, every time. In any playthrough. So if you're wondering, is this one of those things on Interloper where you can't get the backpack and the crampons? No, you can absolutely get those in Interloper. It's generally the synthetic gear and the tools that they take away from you. However, I was having a little look for some more coal. That back room back there, sometimes you could used to be able to find a rifle in there, I think. There we go. Alright, that's good enough. I'll point it back out when we get through it, but it was basically the bigger room. The room you'd stand in there and go, hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Who's that? Who's that? Who? This room. But I don't see anything. And I mentioned this, you know, ever since they've introduced the... and again, I own the DLC. So I don't know that it's changed. I would imagine it hasn't changed if you don't own the DLC. But you find a lot less regular rifles in the world than you used to. Oh, finally went full blizzard, I hear it. For certain if you own the DLC. Alright, very good. Dog food. Let's we'll put a little bit of that in there. We'll grab these so I don't want to leave those. But as you can see, we don't have to worry about carry weight at all. We're up there around, you know, when we're fully, our fatigue is up, we've got 99 pounds of carry weight. And that is a game changer. That, you know, that with our moose hide bag. If something happens to the moose hide bag, we still are always going to have that extra 11 pounds of carry weight. So even if we starve and we use well fed and we bust our moose hide bag, we don't have a replacement, we still have an extra 11 pounds of carry weight than you had on day one. So good for us. We are probably all the things. Let's just eat some of those things on the ground.
This has been here a while.
Nice bottle of water. I guess we'll make some water in case I get stuck here. Although I probably won't because the blizzard's happening right now. And hopefully that'll be gone in the morning. Doesn't mean I can't get another one. It's the long dark. Of course I can get another one. But hopefully we should do alright. Alright, how are we doing on the water? Yeah, more than enough for here. We'll just keep eating these sardines. Let's see, top everything off. That'll let me leave a couple bottles here. Again, if you in the base game, if I was just playing this out for real, like this is my playthrough, I would 100% be coming back here. Let's do one more thing of water. And having this stuff laying around would be great. But let's finish this book. Alright, blizzard's over. There we go, just a little more water makes me feel better. There she is. Alright. Because we got this jug here too. This is what I've been thinking. Got a can. We'll leave that for, again, future pizza. There's at least something to eat. You want to hope that future pizza's got cooking level 5 by the time he gets back here, right? Hey, can you... I was going to say, I don't think you can decorate the caves like this. You cannot. It'd be fun, though, wouldn't it? Make a basin here. That'd be cool. Alright, did I finish that book? Yes. Which book is it? This one? Yes, drop that. I think I should read probably for like 2 more hours and then sleep. Doing great on the books, though.
I need to find a place to rest.
Not a reading done on this trip. Let's see how the skills are stacking up. Yeah, carcass harvesting almost to 5. I mean, I think if I finish this book, I mean, it's a long ways to 5. But it's a 10-hour book. Awesome. These are the 2 we really want to get to 5 as quickly as possible. We've done a great job. We're only on day... Oh, it's here. I forget. We're on day 51. We're almost 2 months in. About 9 days from 2 months in. I think we're doing pretty good. We've gone quite a few places. You know, including a very long trip and a bit of time to go all the way to Forsaken and Contamination and then back. So, and then we spent like a week or so in Mystery working on our skills and learning how to do Pilgrim things. Okay, yeah, probably good enough. There we go. Keep working on some peanut butter. Let's do 10 hours. Probably going to take a little more than that. Yeah, so let's grab this. Oh, it's definitely windy outside. Can I sleep? Yeah, let's just go for full fatigue. All right. Hold on. Let's throw that fuel in there. Didn't I find... No. I'm tempted to use... You know what we could use? Let's use that 100% torch. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna help you guys get out of here. I taught you, hopefully, or, you know, maybe I helped you find a different way. Maybe I helped you some... Hopefully I helped you some way, right? That's always what I want. You can help pizza get over a rock. That'd be great. But hopefully I've helped you. And like I said, this is probably going to be the easiest to do in Pilgrim mode. It's not that you can't do it in the other modes. I would say, all right, so Voyager mode is absolutely... You have the same fatigue drain, the same everything. You could absolutely do this in Voyager mode. No problem. If you followed kind of like the way we did it. But you could also do it in Stalker mode, but I would think it would be way more dangerous to go this way. And then I don't really know how possible. I mean, it's possible. It's certainly possible with the extra fatigue in particular to do it in Interloper, but you've got so many other factors going on. You know, you're probably starving. You're probably this, that, and the other. There's probably so many things. You don't have any coffee. You know, at least with the trader now, you can, you know, pies and stuff like that become something that is also never ending for Interloper players. Because you got to remember when they're playing, that flour and stuff, that's going to go bad much faster. Nice. It looks good. All right, so once you get... This is one of those places where you got to commit at a certain point. So if you're not ready to leave the shelter of this beautiful cave here, don't. Yeah. Because we're committed at this point. Look at this guy. Was he... Now here would be the real story, if they really wanted to get sneaky with it, right? These matchbooks would have like one match, maybe 3 matches in the other one. Or like, you know what I mean? Like he was sitting there just trying to light a match, any match to keep warm. Get anything. We're going to duck and scooch. Look how all the feathers fell down here, though. Won't hurt to have a few of those laying around. Again, prepping for a return trip. We're back down here where we built our snow shelter, right? If I wanted to, I could pick it up and take it with us. We'll throw these on for kicks and giggles. Like I said, it doesn't really help me. It's not going to speed this up. But if you look at the bar on the right with the little hand on it, you'll notice if you were watching earlier when we were climbing, and going up or down doesn't change the speed of that. So it's going much slower now. So if you've got the fatigue, basically to make one of these long climbs in one shot you can. Alright, we've got our secondary snow shelter down here. Again, we could take it apart and take it with us. Now when I come back, I probably won't come back this way, but I could. So we'll have 2 snow shelters exactly where they need to be for the climbs when we get back. Now, I brought enough stuff for 1 snow shelter. I had planned on either assembling it and, you know, breaking it apart and reassembling it, or just using it once. But we did have a snow shelter there. That's a possibility, and we lucked out and got one. So it made things even easier. I do like the sound of the crampons. And again, I think in Coastal Highway, especially for those interloper players that are, you know, oh, I really need to find a fish or I'm going to die. Wow. I wish that was louder. Anyway, yeah, beat it. Yeah, that extra second on the ice could be a big deal. But I had always thought that the climbing thing was a little off. Because I said, you know, ever before I really understood it, I was like, well, I don't think it's really saving my fatigue drain. But here's what I always said. It's still 3 bars of fatigue down when you climb. So you're losing the same amount of fatigue. However, I thought you climbed faster with the crampons on. So in that way, you were saving fatigue. But Bashrobe, thanks Bashrobe for going out and beating that myth. Because it is... Or no, that was Zach Nafane. Zach Nafane taught me this one. That's right. Zach Nafane was the one who was like, yeah, you gotta, it's really just the, it's the drain on the climbing bar. Used to get a bit of my firewood. I still, you know what, let's leave this. I don't really want that on me. I'm still doing pretty good, though. I should find some on the way to the airplane. But we'll do the plane. I've been thinking about it in the back of my head for the last few minutes. A couple of things. I got to run an errand. I got a text, and I actually need to run out here in a bit. So I'm going to get us out, get us back to the safety cave, and then that'll be right where we need to go for the plane crash. let me at least get you there and back to Timberwolf in this episode. Because I want to show that that's, you know, if you just want to dip into Ash, get the backpack and get out, this is one way to do it. Please take note of where all the wolves are, so if you decide that, you know, you went for your Voyager run or Stalker or whatever you want to do, you're just like, I'm going to just do Interloper anyway. I want to see what it's about. Try to keep an eye out on where we're passing all these wolves, you guys. I usually try to point them out in the Pilgrim videos, right? So you guys know where they are. Now, I was goofing around. I'm very excited, by the way, about it, you guys. And this is another one where I just don't know if I was mistaken. My rock to save me. If I was just mistaken, or you know, if they changed something. But I've noticed that I always thought you couldn't turn the wolves off completely. You could only put them down to low. And I recently found out that you can turn them off completely. But the thing is, I mean, I like having the wolves in the playthrough. Again, I always say, the way I look at this game for me is a hunting survival playthrough. I like to hunt. So I consider the wolves to be part of the hunting process. But it does mean I could get rid of the wolves, but leave the bear on. That would be fun. So I'm probably going to do that. What I might do, actually, I don't know. I might do like a kind of custom Voyager playthrough. Or maybe I just turn the Timberwolves off. I don't really deal with Timberwolves. Although they have a cooler mechanic than the regular wolves, I think. They are cooler. I don't know. Maybe just leave the Timberwolves on, but see, then there would really be less because they're only in certain places. Anyway, I was thinking about leaving the wolves on low and the bears on, like, very high. I came out of the canyon and took a right. The same wall that we hugged all the way here that was on our left is now on our right. Again, I try to provide the simplest routes. It's not always the safest. We've passed quite a few wolves. There's a few places where we could have gone sort of up in the terrain to avoid them. But this is how I learned to get to the gold mine, as what I considered, unless you start in Ash Canyon. Obviously, there's a lot of better ways to get to it from Ash Canyon. But coming from Timberwolf, this is the way I like to go. We're back to Pillar's Footrest. But anyway, do my custom settings. So maybe even so basically I would go with interloper loot table. Mostly stalker settings. And wolves on low and bears on very high. So I got to play through where I'm checking out the low setting for the wolves. And you don't bump them too often. But that's only been in the few places that I've been. I'm experimenting. We're checking it out. Because I've done multiple playthroughs on the channel where I've got, you know, the harder settings, the interloper settings, stalker settings, and whatever. But the animals are always on passive, and I always think the same thing. I'd be happy to do the bears. I just don't like the wolf mechanics in this game, so. There you go. We got a decent amount of tunnels coming up. Let's just use the lantern in this one. But we're back. Here's our little setup, right? Cooking pot, water, the food, everything that we left, some torches. And again, if I came back through this way, the coal would have respawned. I'd have a few more pieces of coal on me. So I'm not going to stop and leave anything extra there. It's fine. I tell you what, though, it was nice in that, in the, what was it, like 2 episodes ago, we got the, fire skill up to level 3. Oh, man. I'm so glad not to have to be messing with Tinder all the time. Yep, and this is what I was talking about earlier. See, this is where we went around and came back into that cave. We took the quick route this time. But yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it was probably because it was probably Zach Nafane that I was watching. No, he wasn't making videos, I don't think, specifically to show you how to get there. I think I was just watching his videos. And what I remember is him talking about basically how dumb this was and how hard this was and why it was not the best way to go. But that was like, I can remember that. I know where those places are. Yeah. And so, you know, I adopted that as my main way of getting to and from. It's definitely a good way to get back here. But yeah, I say my favorite start was generally in Ash Canyon. You know, figure out where you are, go find the backpack, and come out this way to Timberwolf. And, nope, I'm gonna go this way. See, I always think that cave is somewhere else. But yeah, I always, you know, just stuck in my head. And I'm glad to share it with you guys. Hopefully you can use that to get to the gold mine to get yourself a backpack, right? Get that extra 11 pounds of carry weight. Like I said, we're up to 99.20 without any fatigue drain. I got tons of room. I got a bunch of junk on me already. You know, I got tons of food, and I got all these pies and everything. So when we go and we raid the airplane crash, which is going to be this way, we will get a ton of loot. And then we're going to billy goat down the mountain with all our gear. Probably right on top of a bear, because there's almost always a bear there. And we're going to pull out the travoy, and we're going to drag all this junk back to back to the house in Crystal Lake. It's going to be fantastic. I'm very excited about it. But I do have to go. I got to go run an errand. I got to help out with a friend, actually, so you know, I need to get on it. But I just want to thank the Wrights, Mrs. Wright, for joining me today. Thank you so much. Always appreciate you guys jumping in and saying hello. Thanks, guys. Glad you're doing all right, and I hope Mr. Wright gets better from the COVID as soon as possible. Oh, take care. Like I said, be still. Take care. Try not to do much. But I just want to thank everybody that's been checking out the videos. You guys are awesome and amazing. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. I see you guys going back and watching some of the older videos. That's great. You know, go back to those old series. You might find something funny or something amusing that you like, or a good hint or tip to get you where you want to be. But that's going to do it for today, guys. I'm out of here. Next time, remember, next episode, we're going to climb the mountain. We're going to climb Timberwolf Mountain, and we're going to get the plane crash all looted up and raided. So, all right, guys. Y'all, if you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. I really hope you guys are out there having a great day, and y'all be good to each other.